Hi everyone, I am Sightless Combat and today I'm here to talk to you about parries. Now those of you that know me know that I am a gamer without sight, having no sight whatsoever, and you're probably thinking, how the heck can you parry an attack that you can't see coming? Well, what if you can, technically? So actually, what is a parry? A parry essentially is when you raise a shield or another object to block an incoming attack from an enemy, at least in video game terms. That being said, parrying is sometimes very, very difficult, if not impossible, if a game doesn't give you the audio information to actually parry an attack. Like this. Because that was a regular attack, I couldn't parry it the same way as other ones that you will see later. I'm actually going to show you a couple of fights where, just because of the audio telegraphing from the game, specifically through one audio cue that allows me to know when attacks are coming just based on timing and pattern recognition, I can actually beat a couple of enemies with quite spectacular results. Now the first one is a Traveller. You've seen me fight Travellers before, but not like this, because this Traveller's different. This Traveller is in Helheim and is a bit of a problem. Why? Because he is big, beefy, and I'm playing on Give Me God of War. The thing with this Traveller is the attacks you get, most of the time, you can parry. There are a few that you have to dodge, there are a few that you have to roll backwards for, and there are a few that just kind of happen, and if you're lucky, you can get the parry on as well. Now, I don't parry every single attack in this run because this Traveller absolutely terrifies me, because he hits very hard, and there are attacks that can one-shot you. So you just die instantly if you get connected with by one of these giant moves. I do put up a decent fight for this. It did take me a while to get right, as you can see through the death montage of sorts. But with that being said, I might as well just show you. Here is me taking on the Helheim Traveller.
Throw your axe at the glowy thing!
Well, that was exciting, heartrending, and terrifying in the best possible way, and very satisfying once you get past it, because that is indeed a progression blocker of sorts. In the way, though, that you can actually fight it to get past, rather than having to get sighted assistance to do it. Yes, I had no assistance to learn those patterns, because quite a lot of it actually comes from earlier in the game as well. So by this point, you've fought at least a couple of Travellers. The second fight I want to show you, though, is one that you will be all too familiar with if you've been watching my streams recently. Yes, everybody, it is the one, the only, Hardrafil the Callous, the first Berserker I actually managed to take down on standard difficulty, and subsequently on Give Me God of War as well, as you will soon see. The thing about Hardrafil the Callous is he is a pattern fight, that meaning that you can work out what he's doing and it's all relatively predictable and consistent, other than that big giant AoE that will sometimes squish you flat and sometimes you'll be able to dodge perfectly fine. But how did I manage to learn these patterns? Timing, lots and lots of runs on stream, and just persistence, really. Not so much brute force as trying to make the mechanics work to my advantage. But why did I decide to parry, you might be thinking? Because I felt like it, and because I was feeling extremely bold at the time. It was one of those things where I just thought, you know, why not? If I can parry this guy and he's predictable as anything, I might as well do it and enjoy the satisfaction of having it go plonk every time. I've talked long enough about this, and I think a lot of people were excited for me to get so close to this fight's conclusion, only to have the dreams, hopes, and wonders of what would happen afterwards completely dashed when I couldn't, just because of sheer bad timing and luck on dodging that giant AoE that I mentioned before. So, without further ado, here it is, Hardrafil the Callous, with parries on Give Me God of War.
Feel the callous. For the king! Fall before me! Ball bag.
That was honestly a really fun fight. Even watching it back, it's fun. Just because of the amount of parries and you think, oh my word, could this get any more ridiculous? And then I start interrupting his attack strings with hits of my own. Not so much interrupting actually, as just sort of tapping him while he's coming in to attack me. So just getting extra damage where I can. This video is actually for Global Accessibility Awareness Day, so it's showing the accessibility of parry systems where you can learn everything by timing, as opposed to just having regular attacks hit you in the face. Having an audio telegraph for your incoming attacks, so whether they be projectiles, actual sort of melee attacks, any of that kind of thing is absolutely crucial, because if you don't have it, then you're going to get really frustrated very quickly. If you haven't tried this, my challenge to you would be try playing your favorite combat-oriented game or game with, you know, attacks in it where enemies will actually try and hit you, and see if through just the audio alone you can actually get through fights or sections or that kind of thing in terms of actual combat with your eyes closed, and how much damage you take when games don't give you enough audio to say dodge out of the way of, you know, giant AoEs or melee or retaliate with parries, etc. And if you're wondering what Global Accessibility Awareness Day is, it is linked down in the description. I've done previous videos to mark the occasion, and I would highly recommend as well, if you're curious and you are a gamer with sight loss, doesn't matter how much vision you have, I would recommend you sign up for RNIB's player panel. That is linked down in the description. If you want to know more as well, there's a load of other information on the page about RNIB's Design for Every Gamer initiative, or DFEG, as well. I know I said I'd upload more God of War footage, and there is more coming, including potentially a longer form video on the many phases of one particular boss fight. If you know, you know. That will come along once it's ready though, and as I figure out how to do various things in Final Cut Pro. But that's a learning process, and that's a whole other video, arguably, the various accessibility pitfalls of video editing with those sites. But in any case, I really hope you've enjoyed the video. I always enjoy being able to show off my fight footage on stream or otherwise. It's always good fun to be able to show that no matter how much sight you've got, if you give enough information to a player, they can achieve absolutely ridiculous things that even they don't think are necessarily possible under certain situations. I have been Sightless Combat. Have a great rest of your day, whatever time it is in your part of the world, whatever time it is where you are. Stay safe, take care, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe.